The debate tonight, Gaurav Bhatia, national spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, scientist, political commentator, Sanjay Jha, Congress leader and author, Mohammad Tariq Khan, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, and tonight joining me on the news hour is Waris Pathan, the angry, not so young man, national spokesperson of the AIMIM. मेरे से नाराज मत होइएगा, not so young नहीं, आप young हैं पर एंग्री भी बहुत रहते हैं आजकल जब से ये वक्फ की बात चल रही है. Waris Pathan, I want to ask you tonight. You saw the report my reporter had filed. People had been called in for the protest by the AIMPLB, but nobody knew what they were protesting against. पहले उनको तो समझा दीजिए. या ठेकेदार पूरे समाज के the entire community of Muslims will only be controlled by a few politicians. Waris bhai?
Well, Navika, let me tell you to begin with, once a waqf, always is waqf. The Supreme Court has clearly said. And now there is anger amongst the Muslim community in the country because the Modi government is trying to usurp the property. Their intentions are malified. They want to bring the Waqf Amendment Bill with the sole intention to usurp the property belonging to the Muslims. They want to usurp our land. They want to take away our masjids. They want to take away our orphanages. They want to grab our plot belonging to Kabrastans and everything. They want to take away our graveyards. They want to take away. So that is why there is anger. And why do you want to do such a law which is against the Constitution? See, what is the law? What the new amendment says is that there will be people from Hindu community who will be guiding the Waqf board, who will be the part and parcel of the Waqf board. There are Hindu endowment boards. Is there any Muslim participating in that board, taking active part, or is an authority in that board, Hindu endowment? No. So why you want to interfere into the properties belonging to the Muslims? So that is why we say the intentions are malified. They want to usurp the property belonging to us.
Waris bhai, let me bust your initial argument because you raise this argument on every debate that we do on Waqf. Let me just ask you. You are saying that they want to take away your land. What about the rest of the nation which is saying that people from your party, leaders and members of the parties that are leading this protest, they have laid claim to Eden Gardens, Fort Williams, Parliament land, Kumbh land? Why should the charge not be made at you for having your eyes on land that belongs to others, in fact belongs to the nation, because cricket stadiums don't belong to any one person? So I want to ask you that. Number two, this whole bogey about why should other people be appointed. May I tell you that there is the Amarnath Ji board, there is also the Bodh Gaya board, where there are people from other religions who are there. And this is the secular activity of the Waqf board. And secular activity, Waqf does not represent the community. In secular activity, people who are good in administration can be there. So can you please put this bogey aside?
Well, I will answer to all your queries. The first thing, today the protest was organized by All India Muslim Personal Law Board. See, when the Waqf Amendment Bill was introduced, when the JPC was arranged by the Modi government, our party president was also part of it. He has raised several issues on dissent, but his points were missing from it. When the Waqf, when the Muslim Personal Law Board has taken out a website, when we said whosoever is objection for this Waqf bill, kindly raise your objection through this portal. Crores of people have raised their objection to that. Nothing happened to that. Why did the JPC not look into that? So that is why the protests will go on in the country in a democratic way. The Constitution has given us a right to have protests in democracy, and we will not be holding the protest. Because see, this is unconstitutional. You cannot be a dictator. You cannot dictate terms that no, this will happen and we are going to do this. Then what was the use of the JPC if you did not consider the points that were raised by the members during the JPC meetings? Why those points were truncated? Why they were not shown? Why the paragraphs were removed from that? Why the pages were removed from that? So everything is there on record. I am not saying out of my this thing. This is a record which is there before the public domain. So today there was a protest. As you said, the people did not know. No, people very well knew that what they are going there for. They very well knew that the property will be usurped by the BJP government. They very well knew that the Waqf properties are in danger. The BJP wants to take over the property and give it to their businessmen friends. That is what they feel, and that is why they were present there. Rosa keeping fast, everybody was present to ensure that the BJP government does not usurp their property. This will go on. See, Navika, let me tell you, we won't allow them to take an inch of it. We will do protest as legally We will not go against the
That's where
constitution.
you come to the point.
demonstration
We
will
will
happen
not
everywhere in the
allow.
country.
अब
Everywhere.
क्या बलिदान देने का वक्त आ गया है गौरव भाटिया?
We will not allow. We will not allow.
You will not allow. So you are not governed by the constitution. It is actually your way or the highway that will prevail in this country. Gaurav Bhatia, this is what leaders of the community are now saying. We will not allow. It's time to come and give sacrifices. Clearly putting out dhamkis and also spreading fear to anybody. And you saw the report over there. Waris Pathan will not see anything or the writing that's written on the wall, but people who were there for the protest did not know what they were protesting for. We showed you that report. Gaurav Bhatia, please respond to Waris Pathan.
It's actually, Navika, a very good omen when Asaduddin Owaisi or Waris Pathan, they come and they challenge that ye hone nahi denge, ye hoga nahi. Because last time I remember Asaduddin Owaisi said, agar himmat hai to Narendra Modi ji Article 370 abrogate karke dikhaएं. And when it was abrogated, they started thumping their chest, अरे ये कैसे कर दिया, ये कैसे कर दिया. So it's a good sign, the country is moving in the right direction. But we must know the advantages first. First, I think it's a more inclusive bill with more transparency and accountability for the Waqf board, as it ensures greater participation for the women. 1, 2, even non-Muslims will be part of the board. And 3, the smaller sects within Islam will also have separate boards. So this is a very good sign because it will help the other communities like the Bohras as well as the Aga Khanis. Now coming to 3 things that stand out in today's discussion. 1, Muhammad Adib challenging, saying, kya hashr kar denge? This is a land run by the rule of law. Who has the courage to break the law? If you break the law, you will be behind bars. And through times now, this strong message should go out to every person who is an anarchist, who believes in inciting people. 2, you very rightly showed that, your reporter was asking questions. What are you protesting about? Just like the CAA, none of the protesters even knew what they are protesting for, leave alone dissecting the provisions of the bill which are to be introduced. And thus, it clearly reflects that there is a force, a divisive force like the Congress Party, Samajwadi Party, and Asaduddin Owaisi, who are inciting people to protest without even knowing that it would strengthen the Muslim community also once the amendment takes place. Third and most importantly, when the JPC meetings were going on, Navika, we saw how scuffles were happening. You remember the TMC MP Kalyan Banerjee hurting himself, trying to boss around, and then they boycotted the meetings. So if you do not participate in the JPC meetings, which is the right fora to actually dissent or make suggestions, now why are you protesting when you did not utilize that fora? 2 cardinal principles have been, violated in the existing Waqf Act, and that is why it is unconstitutional and it needs an amendment. 1, it says you can't file a suit. When you can file a suit in every other property case, why can't you file it in a Waqf property case? And it deprives a citizen of the constitutional rights like Article 32 and Article 226 petition before the Supreme Court and the High Court. And second, the principle which is followed by every court all over the world, you can't be a judge in your own cause. Now, when somebody claims this is a Waqf land, and in the case of Tamil Nadu Trichurapalli case, where Sundareshwar temple was claimed to be a Waqf property, do you know, these people will have to go to a board which belongs to all the Muslims. Why not people from other religions also? So it is to be skewed, and there will never be justice. And justice should not only be done, it ought to be seen to be done also. And therefore I say these amendments are most welcome, and it will only strengthen the constitutional and the secular fabric of our country. Thank you.
Well,